Hi folks, welcome to Inside the Numbers, the video on the channel. If you're new here, the board comes out, we discuss either topics, which is what tonight is, numbers, statistics, and so on. I want to get into the standings, guys, and talk about it because I know last night was a heartbreak. I'm going to be doing the post game in a few minutes. I want to get on this first. This has been bugging me, and I want to look at it. So let's just currently look at the standings right now. I didn't mark the games in hand. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes, okay? The Red Wings currently have that last playoff spot. I should put an asterisk there, right? They have that last playoff spot, and these are the teams chasing. So the Red Wings are sitting with 76 points, the Capitals with 75, the Islanders with 73, and of course, the Sabres with 71 after the loss yesterday. So let's take a look. What I want to do is break down the schedules, and we're going to try to break down the wins and losses. And I don't know ahead of time, guys. I'm putting this together like a game. And I'm going to just add it up, and we'll see where it leads to, what we need to do. Okay, so there's the Sabres. They have 12 games left, 6 at home, 6 on the road, 1 back-to-back. Then the Capitals have 15 games left, 9 at home, 6 in a row. So their 3 games in hand on us are all at home, okay? But they have 2 back-to-backs, and this is an old team. Then we got the Red Wings with 13 games, 5 at home, but 8 on the road. They have 1 back-to-back. The Islanders, the other old team, have 14 games left, 7 at home, 7 away, 2 back-to-backs. All right, I got all the schedules laid out here. And what I want to do, we'll leave the Sabres for now. Okay, we're going to leave the left column for now. I'm going to go over to the columns here and just see if we can kind of get a feel for the possibilities of these schedules, because I do believe the Capitals are going to collapse, folks. I just do. And I think the Red Wings are not out of the woods like they think. I know they got so lucky yesterday, and you know, they scored with 13 seconds left, won in overtime, because let's face it, Columbus is, I think we could beat them drunk, you know? So we got then the Red Wings and the Islanders. So let's go through the Capitals and we'll break it down. So at Toronto, okay, sorry, these are the home games. The at are the road games. So they're at home against Toronto. You know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say that they're going to win that game. Let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. Carolina, I think they'll lose. Winnipeg, I think they'll lose. And you know what? Detroit, I think they'll win. So I'm being fair here. I'm saying they're 2-2 in this homestand. At Toronto, I think they'll lose because they beat them here. At Boston, I think they lose. Buffalo has to just be losses, guys. It has to be. We have to win these games. So I'm going to assume we're going to win these games. I'll try to assume. Anyway, Pittsburgh, I think they'll win. At Carolina, they'll lose. At Ottawa, I got to win. Detroit, they won before, so I'm going to say this time they're going to lose. Okay. At Buffalo, it's got to be a loss again. The 3 games I'll talk about in a sec. Then they're home against Tampa Bay, a loss. They're at home against Boston, a loss. And at Philadelphia, another loss. This is very possible, guys, with Washington. This is an old team that's overachieved this year. Go look at their goals for and against. They're like minus 30. So we'll come back to that in a sec. So I said Detroit, they're going to win. So Detroit, that means Detroit have to automatically lose this game in Washington. That's a loss. And they have to win this game down here before I start. And they have to win this one, okay? So I'm being fair, saying they're going to split. The Red Wings now. They're at home against the Islanders. That's a tough one, guys. That's a real tough one, to be honest. I can't even breeze through that one. You know, the Islanders, I hate to say it, the Red Wings are due to win 2 in a row. I'm going to put that as a win. So that's a win. We're going to add up all these points after. And so I better mark it in here. It's a loss for the Islanders. Then at Nashville, that's a loss. Washington, I already got them pegged in as a loss, right? Yeah. And then later on, they beat Washington at home. And Washington, just want to be sure I got that right. Yes, okay. At Carolina, that's a loss. At Florida, that's a loss. At Tampa Bay, that's probably a loss, guys. Then they got the Rangers. Loss. Buffalo's in town. Loss. Buffalo's beating them next time. At Pittsburgh, I'm going to put a win on that. At Toronto, loss. Then they host Montreal. That's a win. At Montreal, loss. I think I'm fair saying this, guys. I don't think I'm exaggerating. These teams could collapse, is what I'm saying. But do we still have enough gas in the engine to get back in it? That's a huge, huge thing. The Islanders, guys. Let's look at the Islanders. All right, so they got Winnipeg at home. I'm going to count the Jets in on that one. That's a loss for the Islanders. The Islanders are getting old, folks. New Jersey, I'll put a win. I'll be fair, because New Jersey's been like us, inconsistent all year. But New Jersey might start winning a few of these, just so you know. At Florida, that's a loss. At Tampa, that's a loss. At Philadelphia, that's a loss. I think Tampa and Philly are going to get in. Chicago, that's a win. At Columbus, I'll put that's a win. Nashville, loss. Rangers, loss. Islanders, Montreal at Islanders. Damn, I have to put that as a win. At Rangers, loss. At New Jersey, do I put a split there, guys? This is the question. You know what? I'll be super fair and put they win. No, I got here they won. No, this is a loss this time. Jersey gets them this time. And Pittsburgh, they play them twice. They played them one more time. I'll peg the Islanders in with a win, okay? So I got no clue how this is going to add up. We're going to go check in a second here. So I got the Capitals winning 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more games. That's a lot of losses, though, eh? But you know what? I think they're going to collapse. I just do. Tell you what. We'll mark Tampa as them winning. We'll just put a win in here because we'll put a win. Because I think say 5 more wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right. So 10 more points for the Capitals. All right. We'll come back to this in a sec. Now, guys, keep in mind, this is if these teams collapse like I think they're going to. I think the Capitals Red Wings will collapse. I do. So Red Wings got 1 win, 2, 3, 4. They got 4 more wins. That's a lot. Another long-ass losing streak I got here, though, eh? I think they're going to lose these games. Yeah. All right, so I got the Red Wings getting 4 more wins. So another 8 points. Yeah, I know I haven't considered, guys. And the Islanders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more wins. 5 more wins. These teams could slow down. This is possible. Especially the Capitals and the Islanders being so old. Well, I shouldn't say the Islanders is old. They're not as old as I make them out to be. They got a little younger the last 2 years, but they still have a very a team that needs to be traded. So that means the Red Wings, 84 points. Okay, that's possible, guys. They collapsed last year. I got the Capitals at 85 points. The Islanders at 83 points. If these teams struggle down the stretch. If they struggle down the stretch, which is possible, look at the schedules. I mean, the Capitals have Toronto, Winnipeg, Carolina, Boston, Carolina again, Tampa Bay, Boston, at Philadelphia. This is not an easy schedule. You know what? I'll be even super fair about this. Do I do it? No. Now Buffalo, I know the odds of Buffalo beating them twice in Buffalo is going to be tough. That will be tough. Damn it. So I'll tell you what, we'll count a few of these. We'll give each team an extra 2 points, saying that I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. But anyway, let's look at the Sabres. So the Sabres, according to this, if these teams collapse, would just need 86 points, guys. They'd have to finish 5 games over. And right now we're a game over already. So we'd have to be 5 games over the next 12 games. Now, look, I think it will take 90 points this year. I think none of these teams are going to get 92. I don't think these teams are going to finish 10 games over 500. Any of them. I don't. We're lucky this year. There's an opportunity this year. There is. I think 90 points will get the team in there. I thought it was 94. I think it's 90 now, guys. The more I look at these schedules and the potential of the collapses of these teams, you got to figure I'm wrong about one of these teams and right about 2. Because 2 of these teams are going to collapse, I'm sure. And I don't think it's the Islanders. Although that is kind of a collapse, what I have them doing, right? But these are all potential losses, man. Like I've even got them splitting with Detroit and stuff. And where do I have the Islanders? Yes, I have Detroit beating the Islanders. You know what I mean? So it's good that these teams play each other. The key is, guys, we don't need 3-point games. We don't need 3-point games when they play each other. So this is all possible is all I'm saying. I'm not saying it'll happen, but I'll tell you what. You can add 5 points on extra to each one of these teams that I did here. The Sabres would have to get 90 points to get in. Okay? Right now, before I close this up, guys, because I want to do the post game, the Sabres, I'm not bringing my glasses. Hold on, guys. I can't see anything. Oh, my God. All right, I just want to get the exact number. So the Sabres right now, are 33, 32, and 5 after 70 games. Last year, we were 33, 31, and 6 at this point last year. We're 1 point behind last year's pace, guys. I know it feels a lot worse because we were expecting a lot more. My point is, the Sabres, if they finish hot again, I'm sure they're closer this time around than they were last year at this point. I think last year we were something like 8 or 9 points out if I'm right at this point. I'm pretty sure I'm right saying that. So, the Sabres, they have to get one of these 2 games. Let's just call it, okay? Let's say they lose in Edmonton. Let's just, for fun, they lose in Edmonton, they win in Calgary, they beat Ottawa, they beat New Jersey, they lose to Toronto, they beat Washington, they will come back to Philly. At Detroit, we know that's a must-win. Washington, we have to beat Washington and Detroit. Those are not negotiable. We lose in Dallas and Philadelphia. We lose. Let's put lose. Let's be fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 16. Yeah. And I'm being fair with how many games the Sabres are losing here. I got them 4 more regulation losses here before the last 2 games. So let's say we lose at Florida. And I'm just playing around here. We win at Tampa because we know we can get in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14 points. That would make us in a tie with the Capitals. 85 points. So there you go. Things can tighten up is the point of this video, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave it there and let you guys play it in your head. These are just some of the things I wanted to look at because the schedules, guys, the schedules are favorable to the Buffalo Sabres with all these 3 schedules. If we win out a bunch of games, if we win out, of course. The Sabres play .500 hockey, then this is a waste of time. But what if they don't? What if they finish hot like last year and these teams this year, especially an older Washington team, an older Islander team, and let's face it, all these teams are 4 years older, 4 and 5 years older than the Sabres. So this is unpredictable. Some of this isn't. Washington, I think, are going to collapse. I'm so sure of it. We'll see. All right, guys, done for this one. I'll see you in the post game coming up.